Lower your voice. Can't you see the badge on her shoulder? She's a general. No, she's not a general. That's the God of War badge. What, a female God of War? Does such a person exist in Dragon Marsh? Oh my God, could that be the famous Scarlet Warrior? As word spread, the scene erupted into a commotion. The prisoners who had just walked out of Azkaban almost fell to their knees. As Dragon Marsh's only goddess of war, her reputation had spread far and wide. She was an enemy of many on the battlefield and stood at the pinnacle of the world. She was a remarkable woman who had almost all men at her feet. With such excellence, it was difficult to find someone worthy of her in the entire world. Logan, Scarlet's eyes lit up when she spotted Dustin. In an instant, her previously cold and arrogant demeanor melted away. She eagerly rushed toward him. To everyone's surprise and disbelief, she threw herself into Dustin's arm. She did it so strongly that Dustin took a few steps back. Logan, I finally found you. Scarlet's eyes were reddish as she clung tightly to Dustin. She was afraid that he might disappear in the next second. 10 years. She had been looking for him for 10 years and had never thought of giving up. Today, by some stroke of luck, she finally met the person she had been yearning for all this time. Long time no see, kid. Dustin reached out and ruffled her hair. His expression was filled with gentle affection. What Cornelius and the rest of the group stood, utterly frozen, as they took in their close interaction. Who on earth was this guy to make Azkaban's formidable warden bow down to him? He was also able to hold the esteemed Scarlet Warrior in a tight hug. Their intimate behavior shocked everyone present. It wasn't just the recently released prisoners who were taken aback. Even two of Scarlet's deputy generals, Georgia and Bridget, were left dumbfounded. The goddess of war they knew was decisive and ruthless. No matter who she was facile with, she always wore a cold and aloof expression. She was terrifying when angry. No one was able to stand in her way. Usually, any man who dared to touch her would risk losing a few limbs. But even though she was being patted on the head in public right now, she wasn't furious. Instead, she was smiling in genuine joy. If they hadn't seen it with their own eyes, they would have never believed their general had a tender and gentle side to her. Was she still the fearsome and unapproachable goddess of war they knew? Logan, have you been well these years? Scarlet felt a multitude of emotions as she took in the familiar face before her. They hadn't seen each other in 10 years. The once magnificent and peerless Kirrin has had his edges smoothed away. He had lost his youthful arrogance, sharp gaze, and distinctive temperament. He now appeared profound and mature. But no matter how he changed, he would always be the same old Logan to her, the most important person in her heart.